I really like this. I kind of wish that there was an option, like maybe some extra room that only spawns on this, because I'm on basement 38. I'm about as overpowered as I could be. Something where like you take your build and you go down to the other floors, and then there's something like, say, maybe like infinite versions of the chest or the dark room. Or just some sort of infinite thing where maybe no drops happen. Where you get no more items, you get no more hearts, or if you do, it's very rare. Just to see, okay, so you've had your fun with this, now what are you going to do with, you know, if you get no more items and such? You know, how far can you get then?
Yeah.
2 keys, why not? One more.
So,
oh my lord. Okay, so there's just a lot of money going on here.
So it's implied that the other characters are really just...
They're just Isaac.
dressing up.
Yes.
Yeah. Role-playing.
Pretty much. Huh. The monkey paw, and that's never going to be useful to me. Judas's tongue, though, might be neat. Wheel of Fortune. Range up, sure. I'll take that.
A room literally full of red chests.
Okay, so what happens if I take the hookworm? Does that work with Mom's knife? That's a no. Does it work with bombs, though? Yes. That's kind of funny. Better question.
The said bomb...
What happens if you have ringworm and hookworm at the same time?
That is an interesting question.
They both work, I think. I think they're hooking around and spinning. That's very, very silly. I'm gonna take ringworm and Judas's tongue, and take the credit card with me still.
Paperclip.
That's
What does that do?
that lets you. It's a random chance to not have to be able to pay for to get into lock chests.
Ah.
Do I want this? I don't want the thin odd mushroom. Like, yes, that's a lot of fire rate up, but it's damage down. And half
really
the time,
kinda
I'm
useless
not
to
even
me.
shooting. Yeah, I mean, if you have maxed out keys, then it does literally nothing to you. I just don't
Wooden
have to care about
stake.
bombs.
What does that do?
The wooden what?
Looks like a wooden stake.
That's stigmata. Damage and HP up. Pretty nice. No shop, I
complain.
don't want the ladder. I have so many flies. There's just a little ring of flies everywhere. Okay,
Have
so
all
this
the
is
bombs.
this is a good super secret room. It gave me the callus. Except for the fact that I am flying 3 times over. So the callus makes it so that you take no damage from any sort of thing that you'd walk over. So spikes, no damage.
Wow.
Creep, no damage. As long as you're holding that. It's so good, but it's useless if you're flying. Like, it is a super powerful. Now, this is just entirely too much money. What am I supposed to do with all this? I mean, I'll
all the
take
money
it,
and all the bombs.
or I'll let Bumfriend take it, rather.
Dude, I walked in the room and it was like
Grocery
literally
feed.
less than 2 seconds. Maybe 2 seconds. Monster died.
Nice.
It is very crazy.
Hi, Gurglings. I need to remember that I have Tammy's head. Pop. They're dead.
I can't recall.
Ooh.
What?
Okay.
What is the little like it looks like a closed eye with some tears coming out of it?
A closed eye with tears?
Or like a crescent moon?
Oh, that's Spirit of the Night. That gives you flying and spectral tears.
Well, that's kind of useless.
Okay, do I want Sissy Longlegs or Ares? Sissy Longlegs walks around the room and spawns spiders occasionally. Ares gives you a speed up, and I think also your horns do damage? I'm not sure on that one. Huh. I think I'm gonna go with Sissy Longlegs. Just because it's larger and it walks around the room. And it spawns spiders. You know, why not? Oh. Oh, man.
What?
Okay, so I just got a Devil Room with Gimpy and Death's Touch.
Oh.
Gimpy? Sure. When I get hit, I can get a Soul Heart. Not much use to me. And I'm gonna take Death's Touch because it's a damage up, and also it'll be visible on the... It should be visible with the Sad Bomb Tears. Penetrative Shot plus damage up. And also my tears are now scythes. So, you know, it's a thing.
What the hell does Whipworm do?
It pretty much maxes out your shot speed.
Oh, that's
Look
actually
at
pretty
this!
good.
That is crazy! I
What?
just have a whole bunch of scythes that are spinning and rotating around each other that are
Damn.
about a fourth the size of the room. And they can also
That's
bounce off walls if they get to them. That is possibly the best thing I have seen in ages.
That's some crazy shit. What if you had the Ludovico technique plus scythe tears?
You would have one scythe floating around.
Aww.
Now, some of the interesting things is if you get like double shot or triple shot or quad shot, then it has one tier with another one that orbits it. Like you won't see it because you have Ludo and Brim. I don't even need Game Kid. But that would be something that you would see if you did have Death's Touch. You'd have a scythe like orbiting another scythe. It's pretty silly.
That's pretty cool. I literally murder bosses without trying. Like, literally without trying.
Yeah, I think there's fewer people that win this and more people who are like, okay, you know what, I'm overpowered enough, I declare myself the winner, and that's just it. Like, I'm just gonna declare myself, hey, you know what, I won this challenge, there's nothing in the game that can challenge me, and I'm done. Or they make the game break and they're like, okay, yeah, I have too many flies, too many spiders, I'm done, sort of thing. There's more people that give up
Yeah.
on the game, on the thing as just, alright, I'm overpowered and this just goes on forever, than anything else. Oh, that was really stupid.
It seems like something you definitely do for fun.
Yeah, up until you can get the, what's it called? Like, undefined. Because if you get undefined, you can go to the chest and, you know, if you get plenty of charges there and a little bit lucky, you can basically recreate any sort of basement run. Because you can just go in an infinite loop of I am error rooms.
Mm-hmm.
This room's just useless. This is just a whole bunch of red hearts. What kind of a super secret room are you? I
You know what's
mean,
great
I'm
about
in
Bob's
here,
head?
but sure. What?
You know what's great about Bob's head?
What
It
is?
acquires the effects of
Oh,
the
of your
sad
trinkets. Yes.
bombs. Yeah.
You know what it also does?
What's that?
Oh shit! No, not in here. Don't do that. It also acquires the effect of no, not in here. Sorry, I was trying to coordinate with Dark Bum where to drop his hearts at.
BFF.
Oh, does it?
No, I just found BFF.
Oh, it also goes with what the hell's the name of it? The, Tiny Planet. So, beware. Mysterious
Wait, what were we
liquid.
originally talking about again?
Bob's Head.
Ah, okay.
So Bob's Head will work with Tiny Planet.
It will orbit your fucking head.
It has a very short range. So if you use it and you have Tiny Planet, it will fire out, rotate around you, and blow up right in front of your face.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, a recipe for disaster that you'd get out of the Anarchist Cookbook, perhaps?
Yes.
Alright. Basement XL!
Nice.
That is to say, 40. Because I have the black candle and can't get XL floors. You can get them, but I can't anymore. The only bad thing about the ringworm is that they don't bounce off of walls now, they just orbit in the middle. In fact, if I get another trinket, I'll probably replace that. Just for the sake of seeing the scythe bounce off the walls all over the place. Since I have infinite bombs, sure.
Gimpy. What the fuck does that do?
What
I
does?
remember.
Gimpy?
Gimpy.
That's the Gimp Mask one, yeah?
Yeah.
Gives you, it basically makes it so that, when you get hit, there's a random chance for you to drop a soul heart.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
I wish I had gotten this combination earlier. I just got Kamikaze. This is the first time I've actually seen it in the game. Become the bomb! So, I have Kamikaze and also Pyromaniac. Do you know what that means?
Oh. That's great.
There's some sort of cooldown on it, apparently. So basically, I can blow myself up an infinite amount of times, and not only do I not take damage, I heal myself for it. So I can walk right up to things and just go, boom! Hey, thanks for healing me.
You literally can't lose.
With that kind of run, if you're good with it, you don't. Because you're just giving yourself... Because I think it heals you for a full red heart. So... But you mean on this seed? Yeah, you literally can't lose. But at the same time, you can't win, really. Unless you mean
So,
against all the basement level bosses. Which
if
is...
you never win, do you lose?
Well, technically you're just never done. Yeah,
That is
does that
very-
count as winning or losing? If you simply cannot end, does that mean that you have won or lost?
Very interesting, maybe not necessarily
Lucky
very
foot.
interesting,
Not bad.
but it is very ambiguous sort of thing.
Hey, I'll take the lucky rock. Not bad. And now my sights can go everywhere. Oh. But Bum Friend just gave me the purple heart. I might just take that.
If you have something that
I'm gonna
heals
take
you or
Judas's
prevents you from
tongue
taking damage,
and that.
but you would take damage from it, like let's say you have Pyromaniac, and you get healed by a bomb.
It
would
won't
normally
proc
hurt
Gimpy,
you?
no.
No. But will it get rid of an Eternal Heart?
I don't think so, because you don't take any damage. Just straight up no damage from anything. A Jarrett card, you say? Or a rune, rather. I'll use that. Give me a second credit card. By the way, the Rune of Jarrah does not actually duplicate any trinkets in the room. It does nothing to them. Just in case you wanted to know. Oh my
It
gosh,
is
these
good
scythes.
information.
They all combine into one really thick scythe. That is just... Oh my gosh. That is a hell of a thing. Ha! Flat penny. Flat penny. In the super secret room. Yeah, sure. Sure, game. Sure. Sure. Because that's what I need. More of that. The knife is so powerful on its own, I keep forgetting that I have Tammy's head. And I just run straight into the middle of things. Larry Jr., you're just... dead.
I don't see how I can lose. I literally just walk into rooms and everything dies.
SMB Superfan, all stats up. That'll give me an extra red heart. Okay, no, I don't want anything in this devil deal. I don't need another thing of flying, and I don't want the dead cat at all.
What do you do with Lucky Rock?
You blow rocks up. Like any rock. You will get money for it. It's a pretty neat deal, actually. You get money for blowing up any sort of rock. At all.
Except when you have all the money you could ever need.
Yeah. And you can also get the lucky rock from blowing up rocks. Similar to how you can get the petrified poop from popping poops. Yeah. Speaking of rocks, I still haven't managed to unlock what's it called? The small rock. I think you have to blow up 100 tinted rocks for that. Oh hey, Anarchist Cookbook, wow. I'm just not gonna touch you.
That is a decent amount of...
And I think you unlock the
tinted
lucky
rocks.
rock for blowing up 100 ordinary rocks. This is Bum Friend's fucking paradise. Getting every coin doubled and just getting massive amount of coins that I can't do anything about. Oh, the tick. No, I don't want to go anywhere near the tick. Why would you do this, Bum Friend? No. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm doing this. I just got Tiny Planet for 7 cents in the shop.
Oh, wow.
I'm taking Tiny Planet. Tiny Planet is hilarious with the knife. Because it makes the knife orbit around you as it shoots. Oh my gosh, I have so much range. Holy fuck. I didn't realize how much range I had. Because when I charged it up, it keeps going around me, going further away, and then it comes back. Like, it keeps orbiting. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2... It goes, like, for holding it down for 3 seconds, it orbits me, as far as I can tell, 2 times, but it has gone past the area of the screen at that point. Like, the orbit gets increasingly larger to the point where the knife is off the screen and I have to wait for it to come back, to spiral back to me.
Oh, wow.
Fucking worth it. Also, it's gonna affect the tears coming off the sad bomb. I think. Not sure about that. I don't think it does, actually. Unless they're trying to orbit that spot on the wall. Wiggle worm.
Piece of paper with blood dripping from it.
That's the pact.
Okay. What about a crescent moon with a little star?
Horror Babylon.
That's useless.
Yeah. I am kind of disappointed with what the sites do with Wiggle Worm. They're not really all that noticeably wiggling. I mean, they're staying out a long time. But I'm gonna take the purple heart. And Judas's tongue.
I've had purple heart the whole thing. Curse of the Lost.
Yeah,
oh, no.
I have not gotten that. Because I...
Wait. What happens if I have Psychic Ludobrim?
It'll actually change shape to try to get to enemies. It's pretty neat.
Oh, I've seen Psychic Brim, which is pretty fucking cool.
Psychic Brim is so good. But Psychic Ludobrim, it'll disshape itself to try to reach out towards enemies.
Now that is neat.
Okay. Here's my choice of boss drops. The Holy Mantle or Thunder Thighs. Do I want to break every rock I walk across? Or do I just want to be essentially free from any damage from this point ever? I know, laying it out like that makes it seem like a really stupid choice, but at this point I'm not taking damage from things at all.
I would not do the one that doesn't let you take damage. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
You'd take Thunder Thighs, you're saying?
Yes. The one that doesn't make me invincible.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Plus, it's an HP up, so that's
like
probably
said,
a good call.
You're not really taking any damage, so what's the point?
Yeah. Well, I mean, just to become extra invincible, you know. Because that's a thing.
Sure.
To be absolutely certain that I just raffle stomp this run. And also to make it so that I can walk into every single curse room without taking any damage. I say as I spawn right next to a curse room after not taking it. So, thanks a lot. Yeah, it's only half a heart, so it doesn't matter.
Advice that
I mean, it's good advice. Also, it doesn't... Even that doesn't really matter because I'm flying. Lets me deal with poop faster, because I can just walk through it. Oh man, is it? Is it? Yes! Yes!
Oh boy.
Yes! I just got triple shot.
Oh,
so I am now shooting out 3 knives that orbit around me.
That's some crazy shit.
I have been waiting for this sort of thing the entire time. Also, I believe all the shots from the sad bombs are going to be tripled also. So let's just watch all these sights rotating on the side of the screen and see how long it takes for them to come down. Because that would essentially be what my tiers were like if I could still shoot them. There we go. They finally left. That's a very useful secret room. So in a normal run of the game, having this combination of items would actually not be particularly good. Like, I'm not saying triple shot is not good, but I'm saying the orbiting knives would actually be bad. Because you've essentially lost your range. You can't shoot things at a distance. Because as soon as you shoot, they orbit around you. Now, if you have a lot of range, then yeah, it'll orbit a lot, you know, multiple times. But that doesn't necessarily make it so that doesn't make it useful for dealing with stuff at a distance very much. Okay, so in the shop, I just got Scorpio and Cancer for 7 cents each. So, poison tears, and also HP up and I feel protected. Which, in that case, I feel protected means that it just gave me 3 soul hearts that I can't use. But it gave me an extra HP up, so that's the important
inaccessible... Well, no, wait, never mind. I'm an idiot.
I have green sights now? I had red sights before, but they are now green. Also, these sights spinning, that's like hypnotic. You are feeling sleepy. These are not the droids you are looking for. Range up. Sure. Sure. Give me the other range up pill, please. Why not? Please let one of these be a tears up pill. There one is. I think this one's an HP up.
What does the magician do again?
Magician makes it so that you your shots are now homing for the room.
Oh, okay. So psychic.
Pretty much, yes. Oh man, I have to know. Oh no, the shots from Tammy's head just keep going straight. They don't orbit me or anything. Yeah. Tiny Planet and the knife is not good if you're not already overpowered. Because it... Oh my lord. Come back to me, knife. Okay, so I could get anemic. Or I could get the parasite. So now, the tears from the sad bum, whenever they hit something... Actually, no. I think that doesn't actually work with bouncing off the walls, unfortunately. But they would split in two, but I don't think it does that. Okay. Sure. 3 red chests from the devil.
You know what's sad is when you get BFF, little brim stays little. That was a very strange sentence.
Really? My little brim's pretty large.
My little brim is large, but his brim is little.
Baby. Oh, the shot from it. Well, it does more damage. Just got Harlequin baby.
Hermit. Oh, nice.
Also, now my Tech Point 5 is always orbiting around me. So that's pretty neat.
Well, death ain't a bad card. Not that I really need it, because I am.
Why would you ever need it? You are Guppy, Destroyer of Worlds. And probably at this point also Lord of the Flies. And
yes.
Also, you know, there's the whole homing Ludo Brim thing.
Yeah. The homing Ludo Brim that magnetizes all enemies and chains them down also gives them fear as well as something else that I can't remember.
I wonder whether Fear Shot stacks with Mom's Perfume.
Oh, fear and slow. And magnet.
So, just one Hierophant is 2 soul hearts.
Oh, okay.
2 prayers for the lost, I think it is. I think it's the little subtext on it. So, just one shot of Tech Point 5 is enough to pretty much kill any enemy. Because it's your damage. Except in the form of a randomly firing laser.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no point in actually firing the knife now, because it just orbits around me uselessly. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many flies. I'm trying not to touch the other trinkets, because if you touch every single trinket, the game can freeze.
That's... Sorry, go ahead.
But it won't do it for just seeing them. It'll just bring them back up. Sure. Doesn't even matter at this point. Dingle! My friend, you're dead. Okay. I kind of expect to be able to just run straight through him.
You know what's very annoying?
Hello, Cricket's body.
Little
Tears
Planet
splash damage.
neutralizes your sad tears. That's kind of annoying. Not that it
Your
matters.
sad tears?
For me. My sad bomb tears.
No, it doesn't.
Well, mine aren't doing shit. They just sit there.
Mine have been sitting there since the first time since I think like this. Okay, no, I think I got something or other and it made them just kind of orbit in place. Rather than bouncing all over the room. It might have been when I got the scythes.
I'm pretty sure...
They just kind of spin in place uselessly, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that was before I got Tiny Planet. Tiny Planet didn't do anything to them.
Well, that's weird, because it didn't start happening to me until I got Tiny Planet.
Does Tiny Planet actually do anything else for your run? Like, does it actually do anything to your Ludo Brim?
Nope. Not a damn thing.
Nah, that's too bad. I still keep forgetting that I have Tammy's head, just because I'm killing things just quickly enough that I don't have to worry about it. That's pretty funny. The game is starting to load in very slowly. XLIV. So that's 44. Yeah, it took a long time to load in this floor.
XLI. So that'd be 31?
41.
41.
If it were, Oh, nice. Actually, not nice. I don't want to take this. So the only one of the zodiac signs that could be considered bad is Libra.
Uh-huh.
Because Libra basically rearranges your stats. It tries to make them all even. And it makes it so that every stat gain you get is also distributed evenly. So if you have a lot of damage, and not much else, Libra will distribute that into every stat.
That could be bad.
So if you have, like, Polyphemus, like, it'll give you a higher rate of fire, it'll give you more speed, it'll give you more shot speed, but your damage is going to go down. But you know what's a good combo?
Yeah.
Oddly enough, yeah. Soy Milk and Libra is a very strong combination.
Really?
Because the amount of tiers up, like it's a multiplier and also like plus 11 tiers up or something like that. Some absurd number that it gives you. And also the damage down is like a 0.3 multiplier, I think. So your damage is always going to be a little bit lower. But... oh no, that's weird. That's weird! Whoa!
What happened?
Okay, so now there's just a random chance when my... I didn't even lay a bomb. I don't know where that bomb came from. That it would blow up such. But, now my bombs can blow up into sites, which can at some point turn into... it might have been Bob's brain that did it. That can just be like normal tiers that are very large, that then split and turn into a whole bunch of tiny tiers that keep splitting until they get tinier and tinier as they bounce off things. It's pretty funny, actually, as they just kind of hang in place, getting closer to the ground.
Huh. Actually,
so that's the effect that... I don't want this. That's chocolate milk. I don't want chocolate milk. No. However, on the thing of the soy milk and Libra, I never get tired of watching the knives do that. Sadly, if you like then add on, let's say, if you then add Polyphemus to the mix, you don't get a whole bunch of extra strength out of it, unfortunately. Into the crawl space. What's down here? Prayer card. I'm just not going to touch that. I don't need an extra Eternal Heart.
Yeah.
At this point, extra red hearts are kind of the enemy that you still kind of need.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about it is you want to collect a few just so you can still make packs.
Yeah, so you can still make deals with the devil, but you don't actually want an awful lot of them.
But you don't want much.
Tech 2. That would just be a damage down. So I'll take the mulligan. For, you know, more flies. Because I need those.
Oh, and I got the, what's the one that makes flies and spiders big?
Hive mind. Okay.
Yes, I got that.
Okay, so... ceremonial robes. For 1 heart, and it just gave me back 1 sin heart. And, one of possibly my favorite combinations. Whoops. Hey, where'd you go? Yeah, we're using TeamSpeak, if you heard that. Yes. I'm not sure if he's aware that he actually disconnected. I'll see. He might have gone off online or gone offline. I know how to words. Let me just see. So, just got knife and brimstone. No big deal. The knives don't do as much damage, though. But, you know, it's a thing. It exists. And it's essentially after the... So I can essentially just spam the button and it will shoot out knives that don't do as much damage. I'm just spamming the button right now. I'm not sure it's audible. But essentially, every time the knife comes back to me, it will launch the knives, essentially. Or close to it. Oh, there you are.
Ah, sorry. My computer got some ticking.
Oh. Did the game crash?
No.
Okay.
My computer decided to go away.
To go away?
Take a nap.
Oh. So,
anyway.
I got a pretty good combination. You left just as I was about to tell you. I just got brimstone. So I just got knife and brimstone.
Uh-huh.
They interact.
Do they?
Yes. So now basically every time that I throw the knife, whenever the knife comes back to me, or an equivalent time, it throws out a bunch of smaller knives. Which don't do as much damage as the actual knife does when it's thrown. And that's the kind of damage that, if you get Ludo and Mom's knife, that's the kind of damage it does, unfortunately. It does less damage, but if you have a lot of damage, it doesn't really matter, now does it? So basically, I can shoot out a whole ton of knives while the actual knife is rotating around me. And I can essentially spam the button and a whole bunch of tiny knives, not really tiny, they're the actual size, but they're less damage, just shoot out in front of me.
So they feel tiny.
Yeah, they don't do as much damage. So I can essentially just kind of spam throwing, illusory knives since I have, what's it called? Spectral tier, so they're translucent. I can just kind of spam those across a room. So, in case you thought I needed to be more overpowered, I am. Also, if you manage to get homing tiers, the knives home. The actual knife itself also homes.
Well, damn, son.
But I don't have that, unfortunately.
Well,
so I can just kind of hit the button and knives go across the room. It's enough to kill basement enemies, I'll tell you that much.
You made ways for this game to be very overpowered, but
at the same time...
kept the balance.
Yeah, oh my lord.
He didn't make it easy to
I just got double shot also. Which means that all the knives I'm throwing are now doubled, I think. However, it doesn't do much because I already had triple shot. To be honest, I would have preferred double shot over triple. But oh well. Because double shot isn't a tiers down. But basically I can just kind of spam my firing button in any direction and, you know, knives shooting out, no big deal. It solves the issue of not being able to hit things at a distance that Tiny Planet caused, that's for certain.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take the best bud, Sworn Protector. Doesn't really appear, I don't think. Oh, it appears as an orbital, looks like. But then if you get hit, it'll pop out to the distance of the one of the attack flies, the closer one, and spin at a lot faster speed. These red chests, though, just so much money coming out. Holy crap!
Dude, I've been getting a ton of money,
especially since I got the humbling bundle.
I mean, there are times I'll pop open a chest of just like money, bombs, and a few keys everywhere. I never get an abundance of key.
There's a push bin. I don't need a push bin.
At least not as abundant as
Sir,
my
stop
other
giving me
stuff.
bombs. I already have an infinite amount of them.
What is this? It's a tear in the shape of an eye?
In the shape of an eye?
Yeah, it looks like. No clue then. I'm not gonna touch it, because if it's like cursed eye, or what is that it? Cursed eye?
No,
cursed shot.
The cursed eye is just a plain white spear.
Yes, and that is the worst.
It's pretty bad, but at this point it wouldn't really matter.
You're right, it wouldn't affect it at all. Lost contact, shielded tears. That's what it is. Contacts are rammed.
I don't
What?
know exactly what happened right there, but something exploded and now I have my sights on the screen. Like, I don't know what it is in destroying that apparently was one of my bombs. Oh, right. Bob's head. I forget that that's a thing. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? All the rotating got messed up, so instead of one scythe, it's a whole bunch of, like, pieces of scythes. That's crazy. I'm not taking Mom's pad. I will take the BBF, the big, beautiful fly. It's gonna just kind of gonna bounce around and explode occasionally if it hits something that I haven't killed already. So I figure we'll go until we just kind of feel bored, or until one of us makes the game crash. That seems like a fairly good time to do it.
I hope one of us makes the game crash.
It'll happen eventually. I almost thought that it happened right there. On, what am I on? Basement. XLVI, that's, 46. Sometimes it takes me a moment. I'm just not gonna worry about that. Sorry, bum friend, I'm just not gonna worry about that. About all those money. Oh! Hey! So I just got magnetic tears.
Oh!
So now my knife is going to attract things to it. I was just going in there hoping I could get something that would make my tears be not spectral. That's not the word I'm looking for. They could be homing tears. But you know,
really
ones that
much.
cause the enemies to go towards them work just as fine as ones that go towards the enemies.
Yep.
So many soul hearts, I can't even take them. I wish you could have soul hearts that go off the screen now, but you can't. It's very difficult to tell what the bum friend's giving me because I have so much stuff on the screen. One more thing. What's that? More bombs, sure. Card, what is this card?
What does
Lovers.
the tower do?
It's essentially a one-time use of the Anarchist Cookbook.
Oh, well that's shit.
Yeah, it's not terrific. I think overall I would prefer to have homing tiers. The magnetic ones are not very... It's not very strong on this, apparently. Whoa!
Oh no. It's much better if you have, like, Ludovico.
Okay,
Like,
instead of sights on that just turned into ordinary tiers. Oh, I think the magnetic thing actually overrides the scythe look. That's really weird. Huh. That's not gonna happen.
I literally walked in the room and he died. It was probably about a second. Monstro, that is.
Yeah, that happens.
Cricket's head.
Nice. That's essentially the Max's head of last game. No difference in the stats either. Well, yes, I could spend 7 cents to get 99 bombs, but why would I want to? I'll buy Aquarius, though. Sure. Trail of Tears. Might as well. No reason not to.
Also, another interesting thing to note, we hadn't noticed before, is that half of a Dark Heart, or even Heart, or whatever, will eligible to be filled in by a Soul Heart.
Yeah. They can heal themselves. Cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that must be some interaction with Cricket's head and maybe... Or not Cricket's head, but Cricket's body and maybe the parasite? Because I just had the thing where the tears just straight up break down into tinier tears that keep splitting into smaller and smaller ones.
Well, damn.
Okay, so the knife while you're holding it has a very weak effect on it. A very weak attractive effect. Because just while I'm standing here, I'm not shooting anything, but everything is slowly coming towards me. And that's kind of weird, actually. Like, all these pills are just very slowly moving towards me. Tears up, not bad. What's this pill? Hematemesis. This one is... I don't know. Just gonna take the credit card with me.
Man, this is a long game. I wonder when the end of it is.
Yeah, I have no idea. Jeez. When will this ever end? So that I know when I'm getting close to it. Yeah, so I can be prepared for the final boss.
Yeah.
I really think that if you manage to get to like 50 or something, then they ought to just say, okay, fuck it, here's Mega Satan, go for it. Actually, that's kind of spoilers for you.
Yeah, the idea behind Infinite is that it doesn't end.
Yeah, but at some point you're just gonna crash the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. There's gonna be a point where it
Infestation
will end. It is not technically infinite. Then again, nothing's infinite, but that is moot.
Okay, so apparently I've now exhausted my Devil Room pool, because I can now pay 1 heart for Shoop de Whoop. Or I can pay a heart for, what is this one? Mom's Eyeshadow for Charm Tears. Which is going to make my tears pink now, I believe. It's not visible on the knife, unfortunately. But I think that's going to turn the tears from Sad Bombs pink. I think? No, they're still green. The Scorpio effect must override that. Must be a higher precedence. Oh, so also the
tears... Sorry.
My sentence also started with the same words. Also the tears from... Okay. Huh.
That's so strange.
Also the tears from... Sad Bombs... Oh, they also have... I forgot that I had coal. So it's interesting to watch them just slowly grow bigger. Yeah, the floor transitions, you know, the little pixelated intro thing, where it goes pixelated to normal. Those are taking longer each floor.
Which is
hey,
the one that bounces around? The Envy?
That's the one that splits and bounces. Hey, hot bombs.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
Dies instantly.
Don't really have to
your
move.
red ring of death.
Well,
Yeah.
You don't really have to move. It just kind of bounces into it, which is the funny thing.
I always forget that I have the stopwatch until it actually procs in a room. And it's like, why is the room suddenly slow? Oh, right.
I forget. I'll take the Eternal Heart.
Also, these tiers do, I think... yeah, they are actually attempting to orbit me. And it looks like every time they get close enough to the ground and hit the wall... But if they hit the wall first, then they can split. Hey!
Spider
I got the
Bite.
Black Lotus!
That's cool. The
I just got
Spider
the Black
Bite
Lotus.
turned... Nice! You've got that twice now.
3 times
Only had
now.
a real one, huh? Ah.
This is the 3rd time I found it in total. 1 time I wasn't recording, so this is the 2nd time in recording I found it. Okay, yeah, the game is definitely slowing. Like, it is very slow walking in and out of rooms.
Too bad you don't have real Black Lotus, huh?
Well, yes, that would solve a lot of problems now, wouldn't it?
It would help.
Alright, what's the shop have to give me? Infestation 2?
Okay.
Not even
So I went into
bad.
a double-locked room. And it has 2 keys in it, locked behind 2 different locked.
Oh, that's just stupid.
Isn't that kind of redundant?
Yes.
I mean, maybe,
Okay, so...
maybe it's just for players with flying.
I think I'm gonna crash the game soon, because the game is moving very slowly, and also I just got Infestation 2, which basically means that there's like a 90 to 100% chance that every time that you kill an enemy, a spider appears in their place. And if you have too many flies and spiders, the game will straight up just go, no. You can continue a run after it breaks by just closing the game. It'll restart you. It'll let you continue at the beginning of the floor without your spiders and flies, which is the only reason that it actually lets you do things. OBS does not like all this shit on the floor. Does not like all of it. It's been telling me that it's got high encoding going for a little bit now, which I think is the first time I've ever seen it actually say anything about that. It does not like this at all. Wow. I'm surprised the game isn't trying to throw as much hacks at me as it can, because it must not like me working it this hard either.
Yeah. Interesting, you get Spider Bite. It will make your brimstone kind of whitish.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Very interesting.
If you hit a corner, or rocks in a corner, then it'll make the tiers go all and split. Wow. That is crazy. No, I don't want the butt penny. No. Give me the purple heart. Give me Judas's tongue. The butt penny is the worst trinket. It is the most pointless trinket. No, I don't want an eternal heart.
Butt penny?
Yes. Basically, every time you pick up a coin, you fart. Oh, hey, I just got a quarter out of a just randomly out of a jar. So, you know, no big deal or anything. Just walked through a jar and picked up a quarter from it. Oh yeah, the game is not going to like me on the next floor. Let's see. Do I want scapular? Not really. So I'll take the dead onion, which is a damage up, I think a tears down, a shot speed down. Also makes your tears very large and also like brown colored. It's alright, but I think the tears down and shot speed down is less than the damage you get, so it's not always worth it. But in this case, it doesn't really matter at all.
The lovers.
Alright. So, let's head down. It will be floor 49. Let's see if I can make it to floor 50 before the game decides to freeze on me. That's my goal.
The goal is floor 50?
Yes. The goal is being able to spawn on floor 50 without the game crashing. Or freezing, rather. Okay. No, wait, that's... Okay, that's 48. I was on 47. I thought I was on 48. So, 2 more. Actually, I shouldn't be doing this. I should be trying to get to sacrifice as many flies as I can to try to make it so that I have fewer things. It's not gonna work though, because I have infestation too. So every time I kill something, spiders. But unfortunately, as you know, spiders. Sure, I'll take chemical peel. Gives me damage up on half my shots. I don't know what that does in terms of flies, though. Oh my gosh, and being Lord of the Flies does not stop me from getting... It just means that I'm getting more and more flies every time.
Yeah. It's crazy
I can't stop getting flies and spiders. Oh gosh.
And I got the compass.
Congrats. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it all the way. Is that Ipecac? That's Ipecac. I'm taking it.
Pride, you silly boy.
What does Ipecac do to the knife? The knife is now green.
I thought you were legitimately asking me, and I was gonna be like, is this a pop quiz?
I think Ipecac used to be a thing to, that mothers used to use to make their kids throw up because it tastes horrendous.
Ipecac
I don't really know.
You throw up. Actually, I think it just activates your throw up, not because it tastes horrendous. Like literally, you can swab it in the back of your throat and you just go, bleh, it'll come up.
Okay, so if I charge Mom's knife all the way, essentially, that is a huge stream of little knives that come out while it is, while the knives are just spinning off screen. Oh, and in the large rooms, it tries to follow the knives as they spin. It tries to move the camera in the room around you to try to keep the knives on screen. Because that's what it does in the large rooms. It tries to keep your tears on screen. And thus it lets you, and thus it moves the camera around. What the hell hit me? Oh, must have been a spider out of one of the jars. I couldn't fathom what hit me because it's such a surprise to actually be hit. Like, wait, I got hit? What is this bullshit?
Okay, that's cool.
Oh my gosh, the game is being so slow right now. Okay, so my items from the boss are Monster Manuel and the Dead Bird. I guess I'll take the Dead Bird. I guess. Ooh, I got Little Haunt for the Devil Deal. I've not actually been able to get Little Haunt before. Little Haunt's a pretty good familiar. Goes around and makes things fear, and it also does a fair amount of damage. But I've never seen it in any... I think you can get them in item rooms, but I haven't been able to see them in any of those, unfortunately. Okay. Fingers crossed for not breaking the game this floor. Come on. Because it has to try to spawn in all those flies and such.